I'm really curious to see how Ana chooses to build the gyrocopter item-wise. I think when you're against a Huskar, gyro, let's see, not too much going to come out of this. OG just securing their top range. So, what you more down the line, perhaps Ana can be competitive with this Huskar of Somnus, because that has to be what OG are talking about in the booth when this draft is over. It's like, okay, what is our solution to this? Do you feel like Enchantress can do it alone? I don't think so. He's definitely going to need some serious help.
Well, Thompson's trying to do it in the mid lane, fortifies up, and he decrepifies Somnus to try and keep him away from the CS. But it won't matter when first blood's down on bottom lane. X-Nova will fall, N0tail. Also looking to body block up into Army, another Hellfire Blast. Heavy harassment, they've already got the...
And they both have a very bad game so far. So it's kind of even across the board in that sense. The biggest problem for Thompson is just how many denies are on this Huskar. He will be grabbing that level 6 now, and this makes the lane so much more difficult for Thompson.
Oh, they're going up to Ana, top lane. Chalice diving in pretty deep with a swarm out. Ana just has to flag, can get a little bit more damage with the help of N0tail. Maybe they can actually get the revenge kills. FY can't finish the jump, in fact, he'll die! OG now on bottom lane 2 underneath the tier 1 tower. It's going to be a quick gust back, but Seb, he knows Witch Doctor can't attack. Once the abilities are being used, Seb is just all by himself, able to tank through everything. He's got raindrops, he's got stick charges, and they are really going to force the issue. Arme doesn't want to be here. TP out, N0tail! He'll get the stun. X-Nova needs to help him out. A little bit of Voodoo Restoration goes a long way, but not far enough. Seb stays on top of him. He's got a couple of extra Impetus to throw out, and he's found Dro Ranger, a double kill.
This gyrocopter do a lot more damage in teamfights with the call down and the rocket barrage, but yeah, it's the only lane that's really going well for LGD is that mid lane, so Somnus definitely has to deliver in this game. And you look at LGD's heroes, they probably want to play around.
They got his attention. Somnus jumps over towards the Wraith King. A lot of damage from the Spirits. He'll go for the Inner Vitality. Support rotating in. Is coming in from Seb. Somnus doesn't want anything to do with this one. Enchantress is the Huskar killer, but when Arme can get the silence, Jirex has to switch targets, try and keep him alive, but now Thompson also arrives. The blast is heavy damage into X-Nova, but Chalice will also TP in looking for the kill. LGD, they're under such heavy pressure. 17 kills in 9 minutes, and OG are hitting 3k advantage, both gold and experience, and they're not wanting to let up. N0tail's just running down the mid. He doesn't care, he doesn't have an ultimate. He's got friends. 4 players from OG. Of course, that makes the Splinter Blast from FY a little bit more effective. Underneath the tower, Somnus will cop the homing missile, but Seb's rotated in from the side. FY, he knows there's no save. It's the reason why he never even leveled up Cold Embrace.
OG are playing super fast. This rotation is a really big one. If they don't get the tower here, this isn't really worth it for them, but... Oh, that's a nice interaction. Just life training into Pugna.
It's balance in all things. FY, Splinter Blast is out. N0tail's very, very low. Huskar jumping forward, chasing after Ana, but with a call down and the flag cannon. Somnus cannot repel firepower of that magnitude. Jirex wants to get it back out again. He won't get it in time. Barely missing out. It would have saved Ana's life. So OG, they have to turn around. N0tail still not level 6. Can't stay here. Thompson with a Boundings on him. He will die. Chalice has a double kill, and LGD are fighting back. IO has managed to come all the way over. Not the heroes he wants, the agents he want to try. They're still going to be very happy with their start. But the Enchantress needs to start having a little bit more damage, building in towards the Dragonlance, have the range to play with. N0tail, okay, that's aggressive. Fortification will stop Thompson from taking this mid tower. DD room, catapult plus a level 4 nether blast. That's practically the instant kill on the tower. Same as the Wraith King dying off, but Jirex and Ana, they've arrived. They want the kill onto Arme. The stun will not land in time. Homing missile will go global for the rest of the teammates get out. Huskar, life breaks forward, chasing after the Pugna. No Decrepify to save him, and the curse is out. It's over on the Wraith King, but Thompson just solos up the Huskar. He'll still burn out the burning.
LGD are just not going to defend this tower. They're going to try to trade for the top tier 1 and get a good push out in the mid tier 1, and then maybe they can threaten Roshan. So
Arme is nearby. And underneath the Observer Ward, yeah, the homing missile comes for him. That Observer Ward's in a really good position for LGD. They go in under the Dro Ranger, the Nether Blast almost up a killer off. The Wraith Fire Blast, N0tail was too far forward, and Thompson, will he actually die to... Well, he'll die to FY Splinter Blast. Jirex is still very low, got to get rid of the bugs, but here, let it go. X-Nova needs a good cast bounce, he's going to get it, and we got the Maledict out, so IO is the leader, but Ana stands his ground. IO fights back, relocating it, needs to give the extra life, and OG stands strong. It's the real green wall. FY up and away. They got a little extra vision. Seb, he just needs one more impetus and that'll do the job. his level, his rate of farm, as well as do damage. Sometimes that is enough as a draw ranger, just have a Mask of Madness and a BKB, and you can be useful in the fights. But she needs to survive. So does Somnus. Thompson, they're gonna find each other up on top lane. Live break forward. And support. It was all a bait. How many times does Thompson look like a good kill? The curse is actually going to kill off the puzzle, or will it? Chalice came in close. He's going to finish it off, and what a great cast. Holding in OG. Anna will fall. 2 huge kills, and it's about to be 3. The reincarnation brings N0tail back to a practical death. But Seb, he actually gets to kill the Witch Doctor. The stun's removed. N0tail will still burn. Probably something they do not want to take right now.
OG are still doing a great job right now, but you got to think ahead in this game as well and imagine what will OG do once the BKB start coming out. LGD don't want to wait around though.
Yeah, he's coming in. Thompson has to cripify himself up. He will still get swarmed too. And N0tail in the midst of the fight. Great balance catching out both. Not to mention the cast that can't run away. That Death Ward is doing its work. And maybe there is time though. The full Death Ward channel. That doesn't care about Untouchable. N0tail should still pop in the trees. Xnova had more than enough damage to get the double kill. Now it's 3 heroes from OG. You do not have buyback, so it's up to Anna.
The way Chalice changed his mind, he was working on Diffusal, now looking at a BKB instead. Huskar still eyeing up his, actually changed it to a Halberd for now. And I would imagine
a new target. Skeppy Seb jumping forward with the Maldic Dump. Now push Seb up the hill, away from the Death Ward. But that won't matter. Relocate coming in from IO. Seb is still burning up to the burning spears, but it's not enough burn. They turn Anna onto his friend. G-Rex is just there to help, but maybe they haven't killed him enough. Yeah, they have. Something with a life break forward. Had no other choice to jump out of the call down. The support is there. Chalice with a Spirit Vessel. Anna just has no more life to give. Chalice has all the life to take. And they want to keep the fight going. N0tail will TP up. There's nothing to cancel it. Finding Seb. Tops is still in the neighborhood. They're burning every... You got one little creep sitting in there from Seb, waiting to watch it. While top lane, Thompson takes the tier 1 tower. Chalice looking to chase him down. The Crepifying TP is available. That's exactly what happens from Thompson. That's why the curse out from FY. Support rotating over. Don't think N0tail believes he can do anything here, but he can when the rest of his team will arrive. All 5 players approaching, running forward. Chalice does at least get the kill on the Thompson, but what is the cost? Somnus, the cold embrace, protected for the moment. Not to the power of the gun. They just can't attack again. One last life break off. But it's really the space creating for Chalice. He's brought down. They had the vision. Chikuchi underneath the sentry ward of OG. Gives us a 3-for-4 trade.
That Aegis buffer could make the difference. The cheese as well onto Jerax. So this gyrocopter more or less has 3 lives in the coming fight, unless Jerax gets focused. That's something LGD have to pay attention to.
N0tail jumps forward, finds FY. He does not stand a chance. This Blink Dagger, he doesn't have many items to Wraith King, but the bomb. He's trying to get in for this Nullifier, but it's taking time. At least the Drow Ranger can get rid of the ward. That's easy money, but outside the base, Anna, he's getting real trouble. Xnova, the Death Ward's doing work. Jirax, really? Look at this life! Thompson, there's just chain healing! LGD need to back off. The buybacks are coming in. Thompson comes back, and they are just impetus throwing towards Somnus. He can armor toggle. It's a perfect curse. Red team will lose his ultimate with the gust to follow up. Anna can't trigger off anything. There's no BKB left anymore. And Weaver protected by the cold embrace. Chalice, he can't time lapse. Seb was able to bring him down with the Netherward. Xnova is just hitting himself up, but that's where the paralyzing cast doesn't bounce back over to Seb. Yes, it does. It holds him there. So Somnus looking for the life break. Jirax is around the corner too. Somnus took himself a double kill. And the Drow Ranger is continuously finding levels.
Both teams are absolutely playing for this Roshan right now. The most important objective on the map. I think OG just trying to rush on into the enemy for space head first. Oh, actually, they're going to go to Huskar.
He's in trouble! He can't get the BKB off! No buyback is available. 80 seconds, he's down. Xnova tries to create space. The paralyzing cast. OG were 2 split up. The cast will never bounce. Now it's 2 heroes, potentially 3 without buyback. Actually, Armin goes invis. They have detection. They have something. They have a homing missile. But Armin's going to push from FY to get him back home.
I bet Somnus is in disbelief.
Their base into LGD. They're losing the Observer Ward. Sorry, losing that one little melee creep, who's practically their Observer Ward, but they go for the wraparound. Thompson needs to put the Death Ward in behind him. Anna, they are baiting them down a little bit lower into River. Xnova's the primary target, instantly nuked down. Anna will find the kill onto him, but then Curse onto Seb. No one's nearby. The call out from Anna, he's chasing after FY. There's a refresher shot. He's got a secondary Curse, but Arme, the damage is there. They kill off the IO. Buybacks are required. At least the reincarnation will be there for the Wraith King, so he can keep on fighting through. As Arme on the run, he's a big kill because he takes away a large portion of the damage. The back over towards the curse is Seb being attacked, but Chalice with without the BKB, he takes forever to hit in. Meanwhile, Seb is destroying everyone. That had Shikuchi through him. Thomas's BKB's wearing off. And now, well, with the extra help, N0tail and Anna, they just rock a barrage. Charles will have to use a quick little jump out. And then maybe the damage on the Husker. The drain. Tom to try and bring him down. Somnus wants to try and survive. Inner Vitality armor toggle is not enough. He can't toggle that. N0tail's ready for another jump, but Charles is too fast and away. Stole the double damage.
Or at least here.
Look
LGD,
at this spawn time on Roshan, it's 20 seconds. It's so quick.
Ana.
He's close. Sentry wall gets planted. Anna's still out of range of it. Observer and Sentry, they'll see N0tail jump in right on top of him. He doesn't have that reincarnation back up against the N0tail now, but Anna, he turns on the damage. BKB with a black hand and Jerry is there to help him out. Somnus standing his ground, the cold embrace. Anna does no more damage anymore. It's all up to Zeb. He looks for his target and they pop him. They pop two, they pop three. Arme forced up to wait. He'll actually be able to evade, so Zeb at a shrine they can TP over to.
That helps.
Yeah, it really does. Here comes Somnus, looks inside the pit, sees Jirac, sees Anna, forces him away. The swarm flies forward, but OG have the high ground. They trigger the first Lincoln Sphere out, and N0tail jumps in. He gets the stun over on the Weaver, but they want the bigger one. Husker, nuke down, drain out. The time left giving Somnus more life to fight with the BKB protection. Maledic and F1, they're pushing him back. Somnus will come up. F1 gets away from N0tail. He'll now turn over towards X-Nova, but it's all on the back of the cause. You'll get the kill onto Anna, but there's just not enough buyback in LGD's tank to survive this. There's one for the Weaver, but Husker is down. N0tail keeps the pressure on. He's got reincarnation, slowing him up, but FY, Seb hits like a cannon. Buybacks are in for LGD. Roshan's still alive, and just for good measure, a double down.
OG a little bit here.
May at least has his BKB up. Charles needs another 10 seconds before his will be available. They can really only defend the tier 4 towers. There's still a 5% chance. That's more than I would have given LGD at the moment. But to jump in, N0tail looking for the target. They just eliminate Arme and maybe eliminate them from game 1. Yes, they do. OG, 49 minutes it almost took. And now they one victory away from the TI8 Grand Final.
Is this the first time Drow lost at the main stage?
It could definitely have been.
I think it's one of the first.